I've pressed it. We're going. We're committing.
Okay, wait. And we're gonna bop to the top.
Wipe away your inhibitions.
Is it zip zap zop or slip slap slop?
I don't think it's slip slap slop, but I'm also not sure it's zip zap zop or whatever the fuck you
Flip,
said.
flap flop. Flop like a mop. Going for
your stuff.
I'm gonna go going for the glory.
Is that a line? Is that a lyric?
Yeah.
Oh.
Show some muscle. Do the hustle. Shake your booty and turn around. Flash a smile in their direction. Show some muscle. Do the hustle. Don't. I should have started with that bit.
Considering
so
it seems like you know more words.
Hey.
Hi.
Welcome to What the Fuck is Happening podcast.
Yes, you too.
Oh, thank you. How are you, Maddie?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm good. I'm better than I was.
You look a bit tired.
Well, that's really rude of you.
Oh, sorry.
Jesus.
Point it out for everyone.
I feel very attacked.
Well.
And then you scream, "That's my opinion!"
It's too late now. I can't do it.
The elephant in the room this week.
Okay.
Can be... That last week's episode was a bit depressing.
Was it?
Not depressing.
I don't remember it.
Oh, we just talked about floods in Ukraine.
Classic us.
Because we skipped a week. We had so many heavy topics to talk about.
Yeah, that's true.
But this week's episode should be...
Light.
Light.
Well, actually, I think Nicholas and I are going to fight. Maybe. I don't know.
See,
it's
I was hoping you would change your opinion. Anyway, look forward to that later in the podcast. First, we have to catch up on pop culture.
Okay, what happened this week? Well, the only thing I know is that Kim Kardashian is in big trouble with everyone because she said that women in business just have to get off their ass and work. And everyone's like, and probably be born into a lot of money. That might help.
No one wants to work anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, she said... they were doing all of them were doing a variety article for their new show. That comes out next month. And she said something like, my biggest piece of advice is that you have to get up off your ass and work.
Nobody wants to work.
Nobody wants to work anymore.
Yep.
And everyone was
so
like,
true.
Sweaty. Think again.
Let's just dial back that advice.
Let's first analyze how you got to where you are. And then
we'll go from there.
And then you can be in a position to be handing out advice. Okay?
Yeah, it's so true.
Also, there's so many different angles to look at it from, because I saw some people were like, oh, I actually did, I worked on the Kim Kardashian Hollywood app.
Yeah.
And they're basically doing slave labor. They're paying us literally nothing. And if we go and do freelance work for some extra money, they reprimand you.
Right. Whack.
So people are like, not only is that a bad opinion, you also built your fortune off
slave labor.
Off knocking other people down, basically.
Yeah. Whack.
Yeah. And it also just brings to mind the whole Kylie Jenner being the youngest billionaire ever or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like, that started from nothing.
Right? Self-made.
Self-made billionaire.
Well,
and it's like...
I think that had I feel like that brought up a really interesting thing because, for Forbes, the definition of self-made was the money has to be entirely earned yourself. No, you're not given any money. And that's technically true of Kylie. She found... No, hold on. Listen, let me just tell you what I'm going to say and then we can have a discussion. I
didn't say anything.
That she technically founded Kylie Cosmetics off of money that she earned from modeling. But then it's but the only reason she got those modeling jobs and was able to earn so much money is obviously because of her name. So it's technically...
She not
self-made. Did earn the money herself. She wasn't given the money.
The only reason she could model is because she had money from her parents to look the way she looked.
Exactly. So it
all stems back to their money anyway.
Yeah, but but this is my point, is that I feel like society now has definitely kind of is coming to understand more that but it's not just money that helps you get to where you are.
No.
It's like
privilege.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, I don't know. My point is that, yeah, Kylie technically, according to Forbes' definition, is self-made. But is she really?
But no, because if you look literally below the surface, like a single paper-thin layer of surface, you will realize. Like, fucking, okay. No, it's not fucking Miss Congeniality. It's fan favorite. Happy,
Iconic.
Congratulations, Valentina. It's fan favorite.
Literally.
Rename the definition or come up with a different
Yeah. Oh, for
thing.
sure.
Don't
Totally.
call her the world's
Youngest,
youngest self-made billionaire. Call
Yeah.
her the first something else. I don't know. It's not my job to come up with names for Forbes. But don't call her the youngest self-made billionaire, because she's not.
I mean, I think it's really interesting that everyone gets so cranky about the Kardashians and about how they're not self-made. And again, depends on your perspective. But like based on the way that Forbes does it, like what's his name? Mark Zuckerberg had more connections and was more likely to become a billionaire than like Kylie Jenner, for example, just because of, which is bizarre to me, because I'm like, no one thinks of Mark Zuckerberg as just because of like the schools that he went to and the people that he knew and the money that he was given and stuff.
I was
like
gonna say the reason people don't associate Mark Zuckerberg with that is because he's not a human. He is a robot alien.
Accurate as well.
From outer space. Out of space. But anyway, back to Kim Kardashian being dangerously out of touch.
Oh, yeah.
I would love her to tell us how much the price of a liter of milk is, or a single banana.
Could not.
How much could a banana cost? $20?
That was iconic. That's like the only scene in that show that I've seen.
Good.
Yeah, worth it.
There's a lot more that you should see. But honestly, Arrested Development's like... the first 3 seasons are phenomenal. They were the original run.
Yeah.
And then seasons 4 and 5 were the Netflix ones, and they're like... there.
I didn't know they did a 5th one. I thought they only did the 4th.
No, they did 4 and 5.
Whack.
Yeah, look, Kim Kardashian's out of touch. This is not new.
Oh, definitely not.
This is not new news. This should not be shocking to us.
No.
I'm kind of shook that every time she says something, people
are surprised
and like blow it up. This has like been trending for days, and it's like...
Well, I think the thing is that I reckon it's because it always happens right after she has a really human moment, e.g. this divorce with Kanye. Yeah. And so people are like, oh my God, yes, Kim K. And then she does this, and people are like, ugh.
Yeah,
disappointed yet again.
Build them up to tear them down.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
but in this case, I'm not saying she deserves it. But it's not like she's losing any income from this drama.
That's 100% accurate.
Yeah, I don't think it has... I saw one quote, but I can't remember who it is, and it was like... I can't remember. Let's not go there. I just think she's out of touch, and they all are, and if I didn't find it so stupid, I would be upset.
Well, I think the thing that's really frustrating is that they can't seem to, like, acknowledge that they're... I mean, and it's not even that they're privileged now, because this level of success obviously is just going to come with a kind of... There's an expectation of it going onwards. Yeah. But from where they, like, started, even when you think about, like... You go, oh, okay, Kris Jenner used to be an airline hostess. Like, wow, she really has kind of come from nothing. But, like, but she married well, with sure. Hey,
I'm not shitting on that. If I could marry in and be a house husband forever, that would be the dream.
True. But no, I had a point, but I can't remember what it was now. The point was, is that I feel like people would be much more forgiving if they could actually acknowledge that they've been born into this privilege.
Correct.
Because it's like, yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree full-heartedly.
If you get born into it, that kind of is what it is, but you've got to do something good with that. You've got to acknowledge it, and you've got to understand that,
have to do something good. You don't have to start charities and stuff.
It's true.
Just acknowledge that you didn't start from nothing.
Yeah, no, it's really...
These girls, yes, they've
true.
gone through hardships for sure, but they've also had it...
Yeah.
For lack of a better word,
cushioned.
Very easy.
Yes, it's accurate. It's very accurate.
There's a clip of, I don't even know what the show was, but it's Jenna Marbles is having a conversation with the Kardashian clan and like Khloe and some of their close friends and stuff. And they're all talking about this kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
And Jenna Marbles is the only one who goes, well, hold on. We need to recognize the fact that we're all privileged from skin color and circumstance and everything, you know?
It's true. It's really true.
And the rest of them were sitting at the table like silent, completely silent, like completely closed off from it. It's like they didn't even want to hear it.
Yeah.
We'll try and remember and send you the clip. It's wild.
I think I've seen parts of it.
Yeah, it's wild.
It is. It is.
Yeah, I don't know. For some reason, I take issue more with the fact that Kylie Jenner pretends to be a self-made billionaire than Kim Kardashian telling millennial and Gen Z women to get off their asses.
See, I'm totally the other way around.
Between the two of us, we've got the whole thing covered.
Yeah, it's true.
So we're good. I'm not trying to minimize the fact that she built a business with Kylie Cosmetics.
Sure. No, I totally get it.
I'm just saying it would not exist without circumstance.
Oh, 100%.
And like if she wants to, you know, dig all the way back to where this all roots from, technically it comes from the fact that her father was best friends with someone who killed their wife.
That's accurate.
You know?
That's really
And then
true.
if they don't want to acknowledge that, it comes back from Kim Kardashian, her sister having a sex tape, her stepsister, half-sister having a sex tape.
Yeah, it's true. For sure.
You know?
Oh, I totally
And if you want to
agree.
go back even further than that, it's Kim Kardashian was leeching onto Paris Hilton and Nicole Richie.
That's true.
And
I totally agree.
Nicole Richie and Paris Hilton actually fucking acknowledge the fact that they can't do, you know, normal work. I would love to see Kim Kardashian do a retail job.
Oh, you know, they did for a long time.
In their own shops that their mother owned.
That's fair. Still.
Not still. But like literally, I feel like Paris Hilton and Nicole Richie, at least they did the simple life where they acknowledge the fact that we can't even serve burgers, we can't even do the drive-through or fry some fries or anything.
No, I totally agree. Like, it's such a big black hole of the Kardashians is the fact that they just refuse to acknowledge A, how out of touch they are, and B, that they are really privileged in a variety of ways. It's not even just money, as you say, it's skin color and being born in America. Mm-hmm. You know
what we need?
What?
An Oprah interview.
That'll be
or an Us interview.
Good.
Get them on our pod, and we'll fucking grill them.
Oh, that's funny.
Anyway, should we continue shitting on billionaires and move on to Grimes and Elon Musk?
Oh, and cool. They had a baby, didn't they?
I hate them both, but I'm deeply...
I thought they separated.
They did. I'm deeply obsessed with the fact that they hid another child from the world.
Wait, wasn't it only just born?
Kind of.
Oh, wait, I thought it was born like literally
know.
4 days ago.
No.
Oh, we don't know.
Oh, no. 4 days ago is when an article came out.
Yeah, saying that it had been born.
We don't know when it was born.
Oh.
Because they had a surrogate.
Right.
And I guess they got this surrogate before they got divorced or whatever, or separated. Literally, she was doing an interview for her new music.
Oh, no.
And she said, interviewer, come to my house. I can't be bothered to leave. We'll do it downstairs. All that's fine. And then throughout the interview, there's 2 babies crying upstairs.
Oh, my God.
And every time the 2 babies cry, Grimes, like, cringes. And she's like, so, yeah, I wasn't expecting this, but turns out I have to now make a statement saying that we had another baby.
Whack!
And they had a girl.
It's got a weird name as well, but it's not as weird.
It's
pronounceable, is what I mean by it's
not as weird. The boy's name is, like, Ex-Archangel, right?
I have no idea.
But it's spelled fucking weird.
Yeah.
They nicknamed the baby girl Y. So X and Y, very creative. You know, a bit cringe. Her name is Dark Side Rail Musk. Spelled like that. Dark Side Rail Musk.
That doesn't seem right.
I don't know how to say that. But anyway.
No, not the pronunciation, the actual name.
Yeah. And Grimes said that Elon Musk has, like, taken the baby boy under his wing and is, like, taking him to meetings and stuff. He's a toddler. And 2, he has, like, 9 other children that he's completely forgotten about.
Oh, that's right. He's got a lot of kids, doesn't he?
He has a fuck ton of kids that he ignores.
That's weird.
That's weird.
That's uncomfortable.
It's uncomfortable. It's so wild.
I don't understand why people like put Elon Musk on a pedestal. I'm like, he fucking hasn't done anything.
And he's one of those people who can't acknowledge his mistakes or acknowledge anything.
Yeah.
Like, literally, people will be like, hey, your Tesla killed my entire family. And he'll be like,
not my problem.
That's not my fault.
He didn't even invent the car, did he?
I don't fucking know. I don't give a fuck.
I'm pretty sure he's done literally nothing except become CEO of the company. And now everyone thinks he's amazing.
Didn't he get like knocked down a peg? He's not CEO anymore because he smoked weed on Joe Rogan's podcast.
That's iconic, and he deserves that.
Something else. He's got a different role. I can't remember, but it's something embarrassing. Anyway, fuck billionaires.
Truly.
Including, but not limited to, Elon Musk, Kylie Jenner.
Accurate.
Kim Kardashian.
Yes.
Kim's a billionaire now, isn't she?
I'm not sure.
I think she is.
You'd think she would be.
I'm pretty sure. Zuckerberg.
Yes.
What's the Amazon? Bezos.
Ugh.
Fuck them all.
Truly.
Jeff Bezos with his Botox. So fucking funny.
Did
Almost
he get
as bad
Botox?
as Putin's Botox, I tell you.
That's so funny. Oh my God.
It's so funny.
Ugh. Billionaires. Weird. They're a weird breed of people.
Tea. So wild. Look, I don't even really have that much more.
Whack. I don't know what else happened. Something this week.
Did you see Britney Spears got a $15 million book deal?
Oh, wow. That's going to be
A lot.
I'm
excited for it.
Am
I going to read it? Probably not.
Does she get $15 million to write it, and then does she make money from like royalties?
I think it depends on the deal. Some deals are like
His if
you just get a good sum straight away, or like in advance, and then when it's done, or you have like royalties and stuff. Yeah, I don't know.
This queen better get royalties because that book is going to sell so well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, God. I can already imagine in 5 years we're going to get a Hollywood movie about it too.
True.
Who's going to play Britney? Who do you think?
Ooh. I don't know.
Maybe Haley Steinfeld.
Oh,
He'll dye her hair blonde.
Maybe I was going to say
I'm trying to think of like an up-and-coming young
I can't remember her
actress.
last name, but Heather something from Glee. She plays Britney on Glee. And there's an episode of Glee where they do a Britney episode where they're doing Britney songs. And I think she does I'm a Slave for You.
Iconic.
And literally, some shots you can't, and Britney guest stars in it.
Oh, does she?
Britney Spears guest stars. And in some shots you can't tell if it's Britney from the show or Britney Spears.
Wow.
It's truly iconic.
Wow. Maybe then.
Who knows? Maybe
that
Ryan
might be
Murphy's
it.
onto something. But maybe not.
Doubtful. God.
If you had to write a book about your life, do you think you could?
Yes.
You could?
I think I could. I could probably make it interesting. I don't know if anyone would read it because why would they want to? But like I could write one and still make it pretty thick. What about you?
No, I don't think I could. Because I feel like it'd have to be more of a collection of essays with like, lessons learned or whatever, but not less memoir, more word vomit.
Iconic. Stream of consciousness.
Stream of consciousness. That's the one I was trying to think of exactly. So I don't think that I would get, not for my life story.
That's so funny. That's so funny. Yeah.
Have you seen all this shit about Disney?
What this time?
So in Florida, in America, they're trying to legalize the Don't Say Gay bill. Have you seen all that?
No.
Okay, basically, the Don't Say Gay bill is legislation where in primary and middle schools, teachers, people in charge, they're not allowed to acknowledge that gay people exist. They're not allowed to acknowledge that gay people exist. They're not allowed to say the word gay. They're not allowed to say homosexual, any of this stuff. In
like a good way or a bad way?
Well, in a bad way.
Oh.
they can't learn about sexuality and stuff at all, like, or acknowledge that homosexuals exist, not in a bullying way. No.
Right, okay.
So then it goes even further, and it's a teacher can't be openly gay.
Oh.
A teacher's not allowed to be openly gay. If a student comes out to a teacher or a guidance counsellor as gay or trans or anything, they have to then report them and out them to their parents.
Oh my God.
It's like some really fucked up shit.
Where and Disney... Well, I'm really confused about what Disney has to do with this, but that's fucked up.
So this is the bill that's been, I think it passed the other day or something.
In Florida, did you say?
Yeah, it's extremely, extremely fucked up, extremely anti-LGBTQ.
Yeah, wow.
Just really, really, really horrible. And frankly, it's going to cause a lot of...
Yeah.
It's going to go from like... This might be too dark to say, but the amount of kids that are going to kill themselves because of this...
yeah. No, it's really
That
true.
is on the politicians in Florida pushing this bill.
For sure.
Full stop.
Oh, yeah.
Okay?
100%.
The death rate among LGBT youth is already insanely high.
Yeah.
And on top of that, all of this shit.
Yeah.
It's going to be horrible. But Disney comes into it because Disney, as a corporation, donates to politicians and donates to politicians' campaigns and stuff. Yeah.
Of course. Okay. I see where this is going now.
And in the past, before Bob Chapek took over, who's the current one, Disney guy, Disney would always make statements and be like, we are so against this. This is bad. Full stop. Period. That's it. But since Chapek has taken over, he's kind of just wanted to, quote unquote, stay out of politics, saying this whilst donating Disney money.
Yes.
I mean, for tax reasons or whatever, to politicians.
Still.
I don't care if it's or no, if it's equally Republican, Democrat, Independent, whatever.
Doubtful.
But basically they've recently been donating to these Republicans in Florida who are pushing for this bill.
Ugh.
And Disney employees came out and said, we need you to stop donating money to them and to make a statement saying we are against this.
Yeah.
And I think a week ago, Disney made a statement to their staff that said, like, we don't feel the need to stop donations and we don't feel the need to make a statement about this because our support for the LGBTQ plus community comes through in our content. We make movies and TV show and we make art that uplifts their voices. And it's like...
How embarrassing.
Well, it's pretty iconic. Bob Chapek listed the shows and movies.
Oh, no! Is it like... Oh, my God,
They
really?
were like, Love Victor. And it was like that. You took that off Disney Plus and put it on Hulu because it was too gay.
God. Was one of them Avengers in Endgame?
It was not, but that would have been iconic.
Or Beauty and the Beast.
And then everyone was like, hold on a second. This is all... You've listed like 4 things.
Oh, my God.
And not just that, but... That's dependent on the country you're in.
Yeah.
You censor heavily just because you want money.
It's really true.
And then, basically the employees were like, that's not good. That's still bad.
Yeah.
So a bunch of LGBT employees got to have a meeting with him and express their opinions. And he was like, I'll think it through. Well, and then it wasn't until a bunch of queer creators and stuff for Disney shows and movies actively came out and said, we work for Disney, and this is fucked up, and we won't stand by it. Pixar, the entire company Pixar.
Iconic.
They literally sent out tweets and stuff saying, we're so against this, and we think Disney should say something.
Iconic.
It's iconic. So then Disney did turn around eventually, and Bob Chapek was like, we're going to stop donating to them for now. For now. It's a pause. To be clear, it's a pause. We're going to stop donating to them for now, and... we are standing with the LGBT community and we stand against this bill. It took them like 2 weeks of being absolutely attacked to do the bare minimum. And bullying works.
In the conclusion.
That's kind of my point, is bullying works.
Yeah, Bob What's-His cockface must be anti-LGBT. That's like the only conclusion one can come to.
It's just... It's wild to me that it takes so much backlash
for
people to be like decent human beings. you know?
Well, it's such a simple thing to do because, like, to fix, I mean. It's just like, donate your money elsewhere.
Yeah.
It's like, that would be the bare minimum. Like, you don't even, like, I mean, you should make a statement, but at the very least, pull your fucking money. Like, it's,
agree.
you know, people will find out if you pull your money. Ugh. Anyway.
And frankly, like 90% of the TV shows and movies that are made under Disney have queer creators.
Really?
Or only exist because of queer people.
Iconic.
Yeah, I mean, it's musicals and shit. Musicals
Yeah, that's
very,
true.
very gay. So, yeah, look, I'm not saying cancel culture works sometimes. But, like, it does work sometimes.
I don't know if you could even classify that as cancel culture. I feel like you could just holding people accountable for their...
That's true. I mean, it also wasn't like it was a single person. It was like a conglomerate.
Yeah, that's
So,
true. That's really true.
You know, no
Never
harm,
going to
no
work.
foul.
Yeah, truth.
I don't know. It just really upsets
Well, I'm
me.
glad that they've said they're not donating money anymore.
For now.
For now.
Yeah.
The embarrassment.
I don't know. It's a lot. It's depressing,
It is depressing.
you know?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
do.
Anyway.
Just the whole situation in general.
Have you seen I Am Legend, by the way?
Is that the one with the zombies and Will
Will Smith, yeah.
Yeah, but like ages and ages and ages
Okay,
ago,
do you
so-
remember he dies at the end? He dies at the end.
Okay.
Um,
Spoiler alert.
It's been out for
20 years.
15? I think 15 years? It's been out for 15 years. They're making a sequel starring
With
Will
Will
Smith and Michael B. Jordan.
Oh, that's so funny.
And I'm like, how? I was curiouser and curiouser. So I Googled it.
Okay.
And it turns out on the Blu-ray DVD home release
Oh,
of I Am Legend,
no!
there was an alternate ending.
Of course there was.
In the alternate ending, Will Smith
lived.
realizes that the zombies are chasing him because
Oh my god.
they have the zombie leader's wife,
Oh my god.
girlfriend, lover in the science place. So Will Smith gives her back and everything's fine. They all live.
And that's the universe that they're deciding to.
And apparently that's the ending they're going with to make a
My
sequel. And it's
God.
like, but this isn't the one that everyone's seen.
That's insane.
It's not even like everyone owns the DVD of it or anything.
That's insane.
It's wild to me. It's kind of impressive.
Hollywood takes things too far. You know, it's just like, you know, I've recently had a big change of heart about this, okay? Because I used to be like, oh my God, imagine Disney making Jungle Cruise. They can't even come up with original movie concepts anymore. They have to base them off rides. And then I was like, found out that the entire Pirates of the Caribbean series is based off a ride. And I was like, oh, okay, well, wait. It's not a new thing. They've been doing this for a long time.
Right.
Like, you know, remakes have been happening for a really long time.
Sure.
So I was like, okay, I'll stop being so harsh on like sequels and remakes and things based off of other things.
Okay.
And then they do this.
And then, right.
What?
Yes. I don't know.
It's actually frankly embarrassing.
It is a bit embarrassing. I don't get it either. It's wild to me. And
It's wild. Just come up with another zombie movie.
I can't imagine they're going to like re-release it in theaters with the alternate ending or anything because who's going to go see that? I love this movie, by the way.
They must be going to start it with either a flashback or it will be the sequence, the deleted scene.
Yeah, maybe.
That's what they're going to do. Which,
Maybe.
and most people are going to be like, what the fuck is this?
Truly. But this is like the first time I've heard of something to this extent. Like I've
Yeah.
heard of retconning,
Yeah.
mostly in games and stuff. But
Sometimes TV shows, yeah.
yeah, but to this extent
Yeah,
feels wild.
Wild.
Like this $300 million box office hit.
Crazy.
That a lot of people saw. They're just like, so forget that.
We're doing something different.
CeeLo Green, forget you.
That's whack. That
Anyway,
is truly
I just
whack.
find that funny, so I thought I'd mention that. But speaking of good reboot news,
Okay.
have you seen they've started filming the National Treasure TV show?
Is Nicolas Cage going to be in it?
No.
I'll wait and I'll withhold my judgment then.
This is fair. So as far as I can tell, it's set in the same continuity as the movies, but it doesn't have Nick Cage or anything as the lead.
Is the dude going to be in it, Riley? Because he was my favorite character. So if
I
he's going to be in it,
don't know.
I'd feel.
I would assume
great.
they're going to have cameos and stuff.
Can we find out right now, live on the
No,
pod?
because they're just filming. We don't have that much info.
Have they not released a cast list? Usually they
Yeah.
have at this point.
Well, yeah, but they're not going to put guest stars on it.
But in conclusion, he's not a main character.
Oh,
then.
No.
Sad. For me.
Not. It's talking about a British national treasure.
Ew.
It's really unfortunate.
When does your Uncharted tickets expire?
Oh, I don't know. Not for a while.
Fair. I reapplied for a Death on the Nile and we've won tickets to that. Just as an
iconic.
aside, it expires on the 20th of March.
That's iconic.
So we got to get onto that.
That's next Sunday. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was all wild to me.
That is wild.
Other reboot news. You know they remade Cheaper by the Dozen?
No.
It comes out in like a couple weeks on Disney Plus.
Ew.
I didn't even know it existed until like the other day, and I found out there's already been 2 trailers.
Really?
Yeah.
Ugh, that's going to flop.
It's wild to me. I don't know.
Wild.
Although I love how Disney bought 20th Century Fox and then was like, we're going to reboot everything.
Iconic.
Ice Age, Shrek.
Are they?
I don't think Shrek is 20th century.
Are they doing
apparently
Ice
they're doing a
Age?
new Shrek movie too. It's like a reboot, but with the characters. I don't know. I don't know. Have you seen that behind the scenes actors commentary of Shrek?
No.
Where Cameron Diaz is talking about the movie, and she's like, they showed me the first cut of the movie, and I was like, wow, these visual effects are so real. I almost couldn't believe it was animated. And it's like the clip in question is a dragon chasing a donkey and an ogre through a castle. I'm like, Cameron Diaz, you're an icon.
This queen out here admitting she does not live in reality.
Literally. How iconic of her. The only out of touch queen that we will.
Yeah, exactly, that we'll accept. That's the out of touch we like.
That's the out of touch we like. Have you still not watched Killing Eve?
No.
Okay, well the final season's just started. Season 4. Will you watch it when it's all out?
Maybe.
Because I've been telling you for years that I think you would love it.
Yeah.
And this isn't even me saying watch it because I need to talk about it. This is me saying I think you would love it genuinely. Everyone I know has watched it already, so I talk about it with plenty of people.
That's
you're not that special.
Oof. The devastation.
It's just, I'm rewatching the first 3 seasons before I watch the final season.
Fair.
Because it's been 2 years since the last season because of COVID.
Right.
But anyway, rewatching it, and I'm just, I think it's going to go down as one of the best shows of all time.
Really?
The characters are all perfection. Every character, side characters, everything. Each one of them is so unique and lived in and perfect. And Jodie Comer as Villanelle is perfection. I think you are going to get #soaked downstairs. I know you're not queer.
I feel like...
But for Jodie Comer as Villanelle, I think you're going to literally...
Fair. Very fair.
Orgasm on. That's
iconic.
Each episode. She's so fucking good at it.
I feel like Killing Eve was one of those things. It had so much hype in the beginning, and I hardly hear anything about it anymore.
I think that's because of the channel.
2 years. What's the channel?
It's made by BBC America.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I didn't even know America had a BBC.
They only. It's a pay TV channel.
British.
Yeah. It's like BBC America. I only know 3 shows that have ever come from it that have actually gained traction and attention, which is Killing Eve, Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency, and that's because Netflix picked it up, and Orphan Black.
Oh, I've heard of that.
Orphan Black, which I watched the first 2 seasons of. I will go back to eventually, which was fantastic. It was really, really great. Was that Clones? But they're the only 3 shows that I've heard about from BBC America. To be fair, all 3 critically acclaimed, but
yeah,
I feel like they make one show every decade.
Iconic.
You know?
Yeah, I do.
Even though all 3 of these have come out in the last decade.
So that was factually incorrect.
3 shows a decade. But yeah, I don't know. I think when you eventually get around to Killing Eve, you're going to be obsessed.
Okay, all right, let me put it on my list.
And the lead characters are Jodie Comer and Sandra Oh. And speaking of Sandra Oh, she is also a lead in Turning Red.
Is she?
She's the mum.
Interesting. Okay, was that the segue into that?
That is the segue into Turning Red.
Okay, cool.
So for context, the movie we watched this week to quote unquote review was Turning Red, which came out yesterday.
It did. I was going to watch it at work, and then I go to log on to Disney Plus, and it was like coming soon, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
I hate that they.
Yeah.
I mean, we're probably actually lucky, because like with streaming, shows are released worldwide at the same time.
Yes.
Which is usually midnight in America.
Right.
Which for us is 5 p.m. or 6 p.m.
Yes.
The next day.
Right.
So I feel like between midnight and 5, 6 p.m., I think we've got the upper hand because we can just go home and watch it for movie night, you know?
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Whereas they have to wait and avoid spoilers throughout the whole day until they get home at night to watch it.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
You know?
I don't feel like there was that big of a buzz about this movie, but maybe you're right.
I've seen a bunch of tweets about parents who are like, please, I'm begging you, have a good enough song in it that my toddler becomes obsessed with it so I can stop listening till we don't talk about Bruno.
Iconic.
We can have a different movie on that's not Encanto. Which I think they'll be disappointed because this movie, Turning Red, absolutely iconically is for like tweens and teens.
Yeah.
It is the least Disney Pixar movie I've ever seen by Disney and Pixar.
It's weird. It's weird.
Okay, well, I need to know your general outlook on it first because I'm obsessed with it.
I don't really know. I really struggled watching it. And I don't really know why. The whole time I was like, okay, Madison, do you not like it because is this like some kind of repressed racism going on here?
Oh my God.
Like, why are you not enjoying yourself? But I just didn't. I don't know. And there's no reason why I didn't like it, but I don't know. I just found it really weird and kind of pointless, and I don't really do well with weird and pointless.
I can agree it was weird, but pointless?
I mean, I think it found its way in the last, 5 minutes. It realized it had a point.
You're so stupid.
It gave me Clueless vibes. You know, that movie where it's like it doesn't really have a point, but it kind of has a point.
It has so many points.
Held together by...
As a whole, the movie's about coming of age, puberty, adolescence.
So is every other movie.
This one's literally about a girl, quote unquote, getting her first period and becoming a giant red panda because it's that time of the month. She literally has a sexual awakening and then the next day turns into a giant panda.
It's pretty funny.
That's the overall point.
Yeah, no, look.
And then the sub-points are a love letter to friendship.
That's true.
And
that was
how much
nice.
friends are important, how much friends mean.
Yeah.
And how to grapple and merge being your own person and your family's legacy together.
Yeah. It was nice. I would never watch it again, and I would tell my family, don't bother watching it.
I would absolutely watch it again.
No.
I
loved it. I might like it again on a...
And the music was iconic. Four Town.
That was pretty
11 out of 10.
That was hilarious.
Did you know?
Well, I think the thing is that even though we were growing up in that era, I feel like it's niche to people who are interested and intrigued by that, because it was set in 2004, so it was weird.
It was set in 2002.
So that's even weirder.
Do you mean a niche as in it was set? It's weird that they would set it in such a specific time frame.
Yeah.
Or that it's got boy bands and stuff.
No, that they would set it in such a specific time frame that no one except for people our age relate to.
As a side note, because before I forget, you know that Billie Eilish and Phineas wrote all the songs for it.
That's iconic. No, I didn't know that.
And he was one of the boy band members.
Hilarious. I love that for him.
Which is iconic, and that's why
truly
Nobody Like You is a banger.
It was a banger. The songs were bangers.
Absolute banger her.
Truly.
I will say about the nicheness,
Right.
the nichosity, the nicheism, that when I did watch it and I finished it, I cried a little bit. And I was like, wow, I'm obsessed with this. It's incredible. I love it. It's amazing. Because I relate, and I don't know if the niche was just my exact experience.
Yeah.
And that's why I loved it, or if it was because of a genuinely good movie.
Yeah.
But like, it's got like a 95% on Rotten Tomatoes. Like, I think critics genuinely enjoyed it.
Less than 24 hours. That will go down.
No, it won't. Critics get the movie a week before.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
But no, I mean, I really loved it. And I thought, how iconic of them to do an actual more grown-up movie with like swearing and sexuality.
I think my thing is that I go into a Pixar or a Disney movie with a specific set of expectations. And so it's not necessarily bad that they were, you know, broadening their horizons, doing something outside of those expectations, but I didn't expect it. And so I was shocked and not delighted.
Interesting.
I think
I
don't know.
Appreciate when they do something different.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I wish I probably would 3 watches down the track, but like,
see, I thought it was a tight 90 minutes.
yeah, that was good.
I thought that the ritual,
They
you know how they do
didn't fit
the
a lot
ritual
into
of the
90
first,
minutes, though, did they?
the first time they did the ritual and she decides to run away. I thought that came at the perfect time to then set up the big finale.
Fair.
I thought it was...
Yeah, the timing. Oh, the timing in the second
well-paced.
half was better. The first half was weird.
Interesting.
It's a lot of setup. It's
There
just
was
a
not
lot
a
of
setup.
nonsense.
There was not a lot of nonsense. The whole point was that she exploited this thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess.
Anyway, for people who aren't going to watch it, she basically realizes that by thinking about like her friends and loved ones and stuff, she can control when she transforms into this giant red panda. And to that point, her and her friends decide to girl boss.
They did.
Gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss it, and absolutely capitalize
On the panda.
and do like photo shoots and make a fuck ton of money and do
So that they could go to a boy
birthday party
band concert.
appearances and stuff. It's really iconic.
Which, to be honest, was definitely highly relatable for me.
They said capitalism. Yes,
We
ma'am.
are that bitch. We will go and see Fort Town.
Which was very, very iconic.
It was.
And then lessons are learned along the way.
Yes.
I think it was.
Were lessons learned?
And I also think it was a really nice thing to see the kind of Chinese family legacy culture.
Yeah.
And like the amount of pressure that's put on kids and stuff. In a film like this. Yeah, again, you know, half my dad's side of the family is Chinese and my mum's side of the family is French and Spanish. So both of those cultures have very strong,
yes,
you know, family dynamics and opinions and visions of what people's lives should look like and stuff. So I think that's why I related to it so much and being like the,
fair.
you know, the gifted child to depressed loser pipeline. You know, were you like you're reading reading Harry Potter in first grade and stuff and being told that you're the smartest and the best at academics and all that, and then when you realize you can't live up to that your whole life, then flop.
This is getting deep. I don't know. Yeah, because all of those individual elements, like I got it. I think it was just the way that story was told that made me go, ugh. Just felt stupid.
I loved it. I thought it was... Mei Mei as a character was pretty cringe at the beginning, but I think that's because she was meant to be.
Yeah.
She was meant to be that golden child, teacher's pet.
Yeah. Sure.
I showed you that SNL sketch with David Harbour where it's the little Miss Teacher's Pet. Yeah. And it's like just a bunch of girls who are that person.
Yeah.
She's very much that, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
A people pleaser.
The characterization was actually really good.
And I think that's why the beginning was so probably jarring, because she was such an intense character. Which is why I appreciated for the first 10 minutes it was about her and meeting her friends and stuff, and this like intense crazy character being in your face, and then they had that quiet moment at the temple straight away.
Yeah.
Like 15 minutes in.
Yeah.
I really liked that. I thought it balanced it all out. And then it led into the most iconic moment in film and TV history, which is live on screen in this Pixar animated film, a teenage girl having her sexual awakening.
Oh my God.
Living. I almost screamed.
That scene was pretty iconic. I'm not going to lie.
I scrumped. I was living.
It was pretty iconic. I mean, that was really quickly overshadowed for me by her mum being the most embarrassing person alive.
Are you kidding? The most iconic line in the film came from that.
Oh, what was that?
When she goes to the convenience... Okay, so for context,
God.
May is like nonplussed by this cute guy that works at the local convenience store that all of her friends are obsessed with. And then she is doodling in her sketchbook and she's like, oh, this person that I'm drawing actually kind of looks like the guy from the convenience store. How weird. I guess he's kind of cute. And by cute, I mean hot. And by hot, I mean sexy. And slowly she starts drawing, it's implied, like, pornographic shit. She's basically drawing porn of her and this convenience store boy. And she's, like, crossed her legs real tight and stuff. Like, it's not subtle. She has this sexual awakening on screen where she's, like, having physical reactions to how hot and sweaty she is about this guy.
It's true.
And then she, like, hides under her bed and, like, goes crazy. And then her mum knocks and comes in, and the most realistic part of the entire movie was when she was like, don't look at the book, don't look at the book, don't look at the book, don't look at the book. And then her eyes, like, briefly just flick down. Yeah. And the mum's like, what's in the book?
Yeah, it's so true.
I felt that was very realistic. That's very much me.
Truly.
Whenever I'm lying.
Truly. No, the characters were realistic, if, like, over the top, as one does.
But then she has this moment, and the mum finds the book, and she's appalled and disgusted. And she's like, wait, this looks like the guy from the convenience store. I'm going to go read him to filth.
Literally.
And so I don't get the line wrong.
You wrote it down.
I wrote it down. Okay. The mum, Sandra Oh's character, drags May to the convenience store in front of all of these school friends and stuff. And she says to the convenience store boy, who's like a lifeless teen.
Yes.
What age are you? You look 30. And he goes, I'm 16. And she goes, see? This is what happens when you don't wear sunblock and do drugs all day. And I said, ma'am, the library is open. I'm living how iconic of Sandra Oh's character to absolutely read this boy to filth. She said, 16, honey, 16 going on 40. Okay? Just like the bitch from The Sound of Music.
It's funny. That's true. That was pretty iconic.
I was living. That was so damn funny.
Oh my God, that whole scene was
horrific.
Absolutely horrific.
But iconic.
Hilarious, for sure. Living. Yeah. Oof. Wow. I'm getting vivid flashbacks to that scene now and how traumatized I felt.
Yeah. And then the next morning is when she turns into the panda for the first time.
Yes.
And the mum's like, May's freaking out, and the mum's like, oh my God, it's happening. I can't believe it's happening. She's having her period. And on screen, they show pads and stuff in this Disney film. I was shooketh. I was yes, thank you. Yeah. I am living.
It's true.
Imagine all the 13-year-old girls
it's accurate.
Watching this and being like, oh, maybe I don't have to be so. If they're talking about this in a Disney film, maybe I don't have to be so embarrassed about this to talk to my parents and stuff, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
I loved it. I thought it was wholesome and lovely and sweet.
Yeah.
The red peony bloom. Were her exact words.
Also, the fact that there was like 2 men in the entire movie. One of which was the husband, and he had like one speaking line, which was to be emotional support. Iconic. And then the other was the mean little boy who ended up being a massive Four Town fan and joining part of their friendship group. So all up, the gender roles, iconic in this movie.
Yeah. We can start wrapping that up. My only other point about it is that at the end of the movie, basically May's mother and aunties and grandma all have to turn back into pandas after keeping them suppressed for, their whole lives. And they all go through this ritual where they have to go through a portal and separate their human bodies from the spirit of the panda. And I cried when May and May's mum were talking.
Yeah.
Through the thing.
That was cute.
And they were each trying to grapple with how life will change because they're trying to be the people they want to be, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And also the dangers of repressing a side of yourself for so long, kind of thing.
True.
I thought that was really cool too. But no, May was like, I don't want to lose my family. I want to keep this panda because I think it's a part of me, and that's great, and you should be able to be fully yourself. But I don't want that to impact my family. I don't want you guys to love me less or to not want to be around me because I'm choosing to keep this panda. And the mum was like, no, the farther you go,
this was cute.
the prouder I'll be.
That's true.
And I was like, that was Shakespearean.
These writers.
That was everything. That was such a good line. That was what's the WandaVision line?
What is grief if not love persevering?
It's very that.
It is very that.
It's very that.
It is. Yes.
But I just love that line so much. And I was like, oh, now I cry.
Fair. It was good.
I still think you're a stupid slut for not liking it. That's the tea.
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't like it.
Also, the animation was gorgeous. The cityscapes were like absurdly beautiful.
That's true.
And that's the tea, sis.
It was giving me 3D anime.
If you're okay with a Disney movie being a little offbeat, I say watch it.
Yeah.
And love it.
True. All right. Okay, we're going to wrap up now.
Okay, I already have my what the fuck of the week.
Oh, okay.
So, Binny, get yours ready.
Okay.
Sorry, I had a ton of coffee, so I'm like...
That's fair.
Anyway.
Oof.
My what the fuck of the week this week is Twitter's update. I don't know if you've seen it.
No.
Okay. Since its creation, Twitter's basically let you choose between home, which is popular tweets, and latest tweets, which is a chronological order of the tweets that have been tweeted. That have been twit. Okay?
Twat. So
there's popular and latest, right?
Right.
And usually you just hit a button in the corner and you pick which one you want.
Right.
To be the default. You shut it, you come back, it's the way you want it, right? They went and updated it this week. So now you open Twitter, get this, and there's 2 tabs, and the tab that it opens to is popular tweets, which are just from randoms, and some people you follow that like actually got attention and stuff, but mostly randoms. And then you have to swipe across. You just swipe once to get to the latest tweets.
Right.
And from there you can do your chronological. That's bad enough as it is. Because you shut the app, you go do something else, and you open the app back up and it defaults back to the popular page.
Right.
Which is fucking stupid and annoying.
Yes.
Because 1, it's using up twice the amount of storage.
Fair.
To load these 2 different timelines.
Okay.
And 2, this is the part that really grinds my gears.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Okay.
The button to change is still there, right?
Uh-huh.
You click it. Guess what options you're given?
Not the right ones.
Not the right fucking ones. You're given the option to keep it as is, where it defaults to the home popular page, and then you have to swipe to get chronological. Or you can pin it to be just popular and no chronological at all. There's no option to get rid of popular and keep chronological. Can you believe the absolute audacity?
Not Twitter out here trying to be like TikTok.
The absolute audacity of these tweeters to say chronological, more like, no ma'am, you're not getting that because that's the good option. We're only giving you the bad option. That's what they said.
Iconic.
And it's just so fucking infuriating that They literally have the option to get rid of
Yeah.
one of the tabs. Why would they not give the option to get rid of
the other one.
either tab?
It's really...
Anyway, the amount of backlash they got is insanely extreme, so I think that it'll change back soon. And I can't wait for that because I fucking hate it. And that's my what the fuck of the week, is Twitter being a dumb fucking slut. You're not Instagram. You're not Facebook. You're not TikTok.
It's true.
One of the only good things about you, Twitter, is that you had chronological timelines.
Yeah, unlike everybody else.
Literally. And now what have you got going for you?
Trash.
Nothing. There's no redeeming qualities, ma'am.
Oh,
And that's that on that.
that's a shame.
Anyway, that's my what the fuck of the week.
Well, my what the fuck of the week, I'm going to piggyback off yours and say TikTok's introduced 10-minute long videos.
I saw this.
Why?
How, why,
You
what,
know?
when.
You know, I thought it was like over the top when they introduced 3-minute videos. It's like, who's going to watch that? Not me. Not me. Who's going to watch a 10-minute video? And it really scares me, the idea of starting to watch a video and it's really good and then I have to watch it for 10 minutes because I didn't know what I was getting into.
I know, and it's interesting too. Sorry to hijack, but it's interesting as well because now there's a whole genre of TikToks, which is people that have gotten popular off just recapping 3-minute videos in 15 seconds.
Yeah, that's
Have
true.
you seen them?
Yeah.
It'll literally just be someone's entire TikTok is them stitching,
Yeah.
what is it, like duetting, stitching
Yeah.
a TikTok that goes for 3 minutes.
Yeah.
And they're doing like a handstand or something and explain
Yeah.
the entire thing
Yeah.
in a condensed 15 seconds.
Yeah, perfect. That's my type
I
of
think
video.
it's hilarious that they said we're going to introduce 3-minute videos to get some nuance
Right?
in these TikToks. And the creators found a way. Life will find a way. Okay?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
so fucking funny to me.
It is pretty funny.
And then 10 minutes is a whole nother thing.
It's too long.
There's no way that people aren't going to be uploading entire episodes of SpongeBob
Surely.
or 2-part episodes of sitcoms or something, right?
I mean, you'd think. That's the only reason I'd use it. I'd watch 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I
fair.
mean, not use TikTok.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. it's too much.
I can very much see myself being like, wow, this video is so good, getting 30 seconds in and being like, how long does this go for? And then just moving on.
Yeah. I mean, I say 10 minutes is too long, but I watch like 2-hour videos on YouTube. So
Well, see, but you know what you're getting into on YouTube.
that's true. And if it's a 2-hour video on YouTube, it's like a video essay.
Exactly. And you're like, okay, I am here. I have cleared 2 hours. I am ready to get into a deep dive. I'm on TikTok. I just need some to fill my time for a few minutes.
I need that
just
quick
wanna scroll.
adrenaline hit.
Exactly. I just want to scroll
serotonin
and
of
find
10
something
second
funny.
videos, exactly.
Yeah. Anyway, so
Every
that's that on
company
that.
should hire us.
I agree. Totally.
Okay.
Yeah. Go
So we're all good. We're all done. Next week, I think we'll have an episode with Paula,
Oh, yes.
right?
Cute. Yeah.
From Stumble Through.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's next week. I have
don't
to double
know.
check. But basically, yeah, next week we'll have a crossover episode with Paula from Stumble Through, and it's very exciting. It's a very great episode. We loved it very much, Lee.
It's true.
Maddie, what are your socials?
At
Harness Creation on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and harnesscreation.com.au. Or
on the internet.
Lady Alice 101 on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter,
Yeah.
YouTube, all that shit. If you want to follow the pod, you can at WTFAH Podcast on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and YouTube. All the links are down below as usual. If you want to follow me on Twitter or TikTok, it's NIC_sushi.
Iconic.
I love talking fast.
It
Because
suits you.
if I get into like the roll of it, then it's like I don't stumble on my words. which is
Iconic.
rare. Anyway,
Thank
thanks
you
so much
for listening
to What the Fuck is Happening, the podcast.
Bye.